at last, a boxing match that we're not talking about the shenanigan of the referee or the decisions about. It's a British boxing match. It's for it was WEA, wasn't it? Featherweight title. Currently around the waist of Ball, wanted by Doheny. And there has been some needle. There had been some needle leading up to this fight in Liverpool. And that boiled over in the first round. And this could have been a massive issue. It could have been a huge issue. Because in a clinch at the end of the first round, Ball, who was a bit cheesed off that Doheny was not letting go, aimed a kick. Yes, a kick at his opponent. Now, referee could have been egregious, could have ignored it completely, or could have got hard on it. It was early on in the fight. He basically just took both fighters in and said, right, well, you need to be careful because I could do something if you carry on like this. And that was, I believe, entirely the right thing to do. Now, it was a scrappy and bad-tempered affair. Certainly, Doheny was pushed down twice by Ball, who got a point. Point deducted. The referee did the right thing and said, right, if you do that again, point deducted. Did it again, point deducted. However, I didn't have it at 4 rounds apiece. Or was it 2 rounds apiece? 2 rounds apiece by the fourth round, which Carl Frampton had. I thought that Ball looked sharper. He was in and out quicker. He wasn't landing a great deal in those early rounds. And I did see that, yes, Doheny was having some success as well. But really, the whole thing was set up for him to be the more, I suppose, well, he's a seasoned fighter, certainly, older than Ball. And he was the sort of durable fighter. That's the word I'm looking for. Durable fighter with Ball having a little bit of in and out, some success. And as the fight continued, that's what happened. Eventually, spoiler alert, folks, if you've not seen it, there was a retirement on the stool from Doheny at the end of that 10th round, between the 10th and the 11th. And that was probably right. By the 9th and the 10th, he wasn't really coming back with much. He was brave, having a go, but he looked leaden-footed by then. And it was because Ball was quicker, he was getting more shots in, and he wasn't exerting the kind of pressure in those early rounds that usually you would expect from him. It was just that happened incrementally, or he moved through the gears. It was smooth, and suddenly I thought, and I love this in boxing, when you suddenly think, oh, hang on a minute, he really looks to be on top here. And he did by the 6th, 7th, maybe 7th or 8th, maybe. I thought he's peppering him with shots now, and not a lot is coming back from Doheny. He did seem, Ball, to be really to be pushing the pace right from the beginning. And Doheny was on his toes quite a lot, and also keeping out of the way of shots, which was lovely. His movement back was great early on and in those middle rounds, but really the incremental nature of this and the taking you into the later rounds, and Ball looked incredibly fresh, he's the younger man of course, really wore on Doheny. It was not a fantastic fight, but a really good fight, and the kind of fight that makes you, after last week's, certainly, well, last week and the week before, and the week before that, and the week before that, all those shenanigan with referees and people taking the knee and not being disqualified or having a point taken off or anything like that, it certainly was the fight we needed. Maybe now we can kick on. Mind you, we have got Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. coming up. Maybe I spoke too soon. Ta-ta.